Hi, a school prayer debate. Kalpun Piso here. What is a school prayer? What is a prayer? These are the facts. We create thought with our brain. This is a computer that makes us express and perceive ideas. Now, the acceptance of irrational, puerile, illogical, imaginary friends and delusions to be reality is a form of mental illness, schizophrenia, schizoaffective disorder, temporal lobe epilepsy. That is a fact. That is also an absolute truth. Like if I take a glass and I drop it on a concrete floor, the absolute truth is that it happens because of gravity and that the glass will break. That is an irrefutable truth. Now, those persons that accept these delusions to be a reality are schizophrenics. All religions, beliefs, accept imaginary friends as reality. The imaginary friends is at the core of the dogma of the beliefs, surrounded by little fairy tales. So, why is it necessary to have a person, a Christ-psychotic person, or a Christianity infected? Because Christianity is a form of mental illness, because he accepts delusions to be reality. Bleeding saviors, imaginary tooth fairies that save with their blood. It's no different than Santa Claus or the beliefs of the Muslims, the beliefs of the Hindus, the belief of the Aborigines in the Amazon jungle. They explain their world with delusions when they're unable to realize what it is. When we want to know what something is, we rely in science. Science. Okay? This is a reality. Religion, psychosis, this form of schizophrenia, it acts upon faith. The faith anomaly. Faith is always inversely proportional to the knowledge and information of the people infected with faith. It is normal in children because they cannot distinguish between fantasy and reality. But in adults, and especially in educated adults, when they believe in these fairy tales, like Christians, Muslims, and all the other rest of people that are infected with this illness, it is a mental illness. Should we allow the people that have schizophrenia and believe in implants in the brain by aliens to monitor their thoughts? Should we allow them to express their delusions in schools, disregarding science, or a minute of silence so they can manipulate these delusions? No, we don't. It is accepted only. It wants to be accepted only by Christians because of Christ psychotic, which actually, they are 85% of the people in the United States are infected with Christ psychosis. They don't know what reality is. They don't study where Christianity came from. No, they accept delusions as reality. So they shouldn't be allowed in school. They should be put in mental institutions, mental health clinic, because they suffer from a mild form of schizophrenia. Okay? This is actually a fact. The brain creates these delusions, and this creates thought by a trillion of neurons stimulated by electromagnetism. That's what produces thought. The mind is being created by the brain. When it's dysfunctional, it doesn't work. It's called mental illness. And that's what the Christians with the delusions have. They should be placed in mental institutions. This is a fact. We don't need that in schools. The school is for learning. And by the way, atheism means lack of belief. In other words, a mentally healthy person that can tell between fantasy and reality, unlike the religious psychosis of poor people. Let's help cure Christ psychosis, a mental illness of religious beliefs based on the faith anomaly.